At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Parker in a 2-guard. Now here's Parker. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. And the three-pointer goes.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Gobert passes to Edwards. The Knicks with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched to win against Boston in their last game.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Back to Towns. He shoots. The shot by Conley, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Offensive board. Randall, the pass to Parker. Out to the right wing. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple. Parker's got 6.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team. It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
From deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. 9 points in the game.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
The Timberwolves have gone only 1 of 6 so far. And Minnesota calls time here.
Julius Randle, a nightly double-double threat. A guy who can occasionally drain the 3, but when he first entered the league, many considered him just to be a role player. That role has changed.
Here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. Give a round of applause to your Timberwolves dancers.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Towns. They need this. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Here's Parker. And the Knicks, another 3. Well, since accepting a bigger role, Randall has really blossomed.
Well, it's great to see him evolve over time and actually be just taking on more responsibility. And with the way his game has blossomed, you can see why. He's a big part of this team.
New York has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Beyond the arc. And the Knicks, another 3.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Now here's McDaniels. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Edwards for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
1:10 left to play in the first. Edwards can't hit.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
That shot's good by Parker.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. A big group substitution here for New York. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. Sims comes in for Julius Randle. Hart's checked in for Barrett. And quickly subbed in for Brunson. Now here's Parker. 20 points for him. And again, New York with the triple.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's the teardrop. Back to Noel. To stop the drought. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul. First team
First
foul.
one falls.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
Both good from the line that time. Parker outside. The 3 is up. And again.
The game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And so it's New York with a... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for New York?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point line.
Fast is something that they're being encouraged to do because right now they feel like the faster team.
We've got Jalen Noel. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Noel. On the wing, Alexander Walker. He can't hit that time. New York goes the other way with it. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
Interesting East versus West matchup tonight. The first of just 2 games between these clubs.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch.
Pass to McDaniels. A shot to stop the run. Unable to get that one.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s? And so it's the New York Knicks.
With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Knicks shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Parker in at the 2-guard spot.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And here's Edwards outside. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Parker. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
You think back in that 21 season, finally the Knicks breaking back into the playoffs. You know, it had been 7 years since they got there, and Coach Thibodeau receiving the Coach of the Year honor, well deserved.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gobert. Kept alive. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Towns with the ball. Checked by Randall. Goes up with it again. The shot by Towns. No good. It was such an impressive season, and yet New York couldn't quite replicate their success the following year, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., they made some moves, and now they're retooling again.
Here's Edwards. 6 points for him. To end the run. Good work defensively by Randall.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Brunson against Conley. Back to Daniels. Over Barrett. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching.
And again
from deep.
Hey, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a single game. Conley, another miss by Minnesota.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Knocks it down from distance.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Pass to McDaniels. Towns against Randall. Towns passes to Edwards. Basket counts. Edwards got 8 points.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
McDaniels passes to Towns. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. 10 points for him. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to...
Connects again from distance.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Back to Conley. 4-3. It's rebounded by New York.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
From the arc. Good. Another from 3.
He is unstoppable. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What an historic night for him shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for third place in most threes. Pass to Gobert. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. Now Towns. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. He got it up. He got it again. Sensational.
With the score.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. And so it's New York. Way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Naz Reid. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Noel in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort here tonight.
Back to Alexander-Walker. And Grimes pulls it down.
Nobody getting a hand in his